Chosen one, from the outside it might look like you have been forgotten, overlooked, left behind. People have seen you walking with nothing in your hands and assumed that nothing was happening in your life. They didn't know that the emptiness was a sacred preparation. They didn't understand that your empty pockets were not a sign of failure, but the soil in which a different kind of seed was planted. And now that seed has been growing underground, unseen, watered by your tears, strengthened by your patience, nourished by your faith. What is about to break through the surface is not small change. It's a harvest that will astonish you and everyone watching. You are not being led into average prosperity. You are being called into endless riches, the kind that flows from a source that cannot run dry. Your story has been one of silent endurance. While others ran ahead, you stayed rooted. While others boasted about what they had, you were learning how to carry what was coming. This journey has stripped you of illusions, removed false securities, and trained your spirit to depend on something greater than money itself, divine provision. And because of that, when wealth comes, it will not crush you or corrupt you. It will magnify your purpose, not distract you from it. You've been prepared for wealth in the invisible places where no one could see the refining, but soon they will see the results. Before we go deeper, I want you to do something with me right now. If you are truly ready to see your empty pockets transformed into endless riches, stay with me until the very end of this message. Write your warmest wishes in the comments, along with the numbers 1099 and 777, and subscribe so you can stay connected to this glory journey. Your words carry power. Let them be a seed you plant into the universe today. The energy you release will return multiplied, because this is not just a video you're watching, it's a moment of alignment with abundance. You see, chosen one, true wealth does not start with numbers in a bank account. It begins in the mind, the heart, the spirit. Poverty is not always about lack of money. Sometimes it's a poverty of vision, of belief, of self-worth, and you have walked through seasons that forced you to confront those inner limits. You've had to believe you were worthy when nothing around you affirmed it. You've had to see yourself rich when your hands were empty. This is the kind of inner work that separates those who lose everything, when storms come, from those who thrive no matter what. You've learned the difference between wanting wealth and being ready for it. You are stepping into a time where opportunities will start finding you without you chasing them. Your name will be spoken in rooms you have never entered. People will seek you out for what you carry, not just for what you can give. The energy around you is shifting. It's pulling resources, ideas, connections into your orbit. This is the magnetic pull of divine abundance. Money will flow to you in unexpected ways. And when it does, it won't just meet your needs. It will expand your capacity to impact the world. You're not just going to receive wealth, you're going to be entrusted with it. You've been living in survival mode for too long, counting coins and calculating how to stretch the little you had. But now you are entering overflow mode, where your question will no longer be, how can I afford this? But how can I multiply this for the greater good? This shift is not just financial. It's mental, spiritual, and generational. The chains of lack are breaking not only for you, but for those who come after you. Your children, your family, and even those connected to you by friendship or mentorship will feel the impact of your transformation. Remember this: empty pockets were never your final state. They were the quiet before the breakthrough, the emptiness that made room for the flood. And when the flood of riches comes, it will not trickle in slowly. It will come suddenly, unexpectedly, like a wave you didn't see, but could feel building in the distance. One day soon, you will wake up and realize that the season of lack has completely dissolved, replaced by a new normal, provision without panic, wealth without worry, resources without running dry. You are being positioned for something bigger than you imagined. Keep your spirit alert, your mind open, and your hands ready to receive. The shift from empty pockets to endless riches is not coming. It has already begun. Chosen one, there is a difference between having money and having wealth. Many people stumble into money only to watch it vanish because they never learned the principles that sustain it. But what you are stepping into is not a temporary gain. It is a structure, a system, a flow that will keep pouring into your life. Your empty pockets have trained you in discipline. You've learned how to stretch a little and make it last, how to find creative solutions when there was nothing obvious in front of you. That same skill will multiply your wealth because you will know how to make money work for you instead of you working for it. You have seen enough lack to recognize it from a distance, and now your spirit can smell the difference between an opportunity and a trap. Not every door is worth walking through, and not every offer is a blessing. You will be able to sense where your true abundance lies because you've lived without it long enough to know the real thing when it comes. This wisdom is worth more than gold because it will protect the wealth you're about to receive. The shift you're stepping into will not happen in one way. It will come from multiple directions at once. A small idea you once dismissed will suddenly take root and start generating income. Someone you helped in the past will return, this time with resources to help you. A door you thought had been closed forever will swing open unexpectedly, revealing a path to expansion. You will see divine timing play out so clearly that you'll know without question, this isn't luck, this is alignment. Your life will begin to attract people who think in abundance. They will speak in solutions, not problems. They will inspire you to dream bigger, and they will challenge you to rise higher. Some of these people will come into your life as mentors, some as partners, and some as investors. But all of them will recognize the value in you. You will notice how different it feels to be in the presence of those who see your worth without you having to prove it. Chosen one, money is not the goal. It's a tool, and in your hands, it will be a tool for building, not destroying. You've seen enough of life to know that wealth can either create blessings or cause chaos. That is why you have been refined in seasons of lack, so that when riches come, your heart stays pure. You will give without fear of running out. You will invest without the anxiety of loss. You will spend with purpose, not just for the appearance of success, but for the creation of something lasting. The transformation from empty pockets to endless riches will also change your self-perception. You will no longer see yourself through the lens of barely making it. That identity is being stripped away. In its place will stand someone who moves with quiet confidence, who knows they have resources available at all times, even if they haven't arrived in their hands yet. You will walk into rooms differently, speak differently, make decisions differently. Because when you know you are backed by abundance, fear loses its voice. This change is also spiritual. Endless riches are not just physical possessions. They are peace of mind, security in your heart, clarity in your purpose. You are entering a place where you will no longer trade your time for crumbs. Instead, your time will be invested in building something that generates blessings long after you've left the room. This is how you break the cycle of lack permanently. One day soon, you will look back on these days of empty pockets and realize they were the foundation of your empire. They taught you hunger, not the kind that starves, but the kind that drives you forward. They taught you to value every seed, every connection, every moment of opportunity. And when your hands are full, you will not forget those lessons. You will build higher, go further, and give more than you ever imagined possible. Chosen one, you have been through seasons where every step forward felt like walking against a storm. You have felt the sting of rejection, the weight of uncertainty, and the silence of unanswered calls. Yet in those same seasons, something was forming in you that no amount of instant success could have given. Resilience. And resilience is the currency of champions. It is the quiet force that will allow you to handle wealth without it handling you. There is a reason the greatest riches are not given to the impatient. Impatience spends quickly, but patience multiplies. You've learned how to sit with discomfort without rushing into the wrong decision. You've learned that the first offer is not always the best one, and that sometimes the delay is not a punishment but a protection. This is why when the floodgates of abundance open, you will not be overwhelmed, you will be prepared. Your empty pockets were not just a lack of money, they were a detox from false dependencies. You were being disconnected from the belief that someone else had to rescue you. You were being trained to rely on the inner strength and divine alignment that was always within you. And now, as resources begin to flow in your direction, you will see that the very skills you learned in survival mode are the same ones that will keep your abundance growing. Do not be surprised if, as you rise, you begin to see familiar faces react in unfamiliar ways. Not everyone will celebrate your breakthrough. Some will feel uncomfortable with your growth because it forces them to confront their own stagnation. Others may try to attach themselves to your success without having walked your journey. This is why discernment is going to be as valuable as the riches themselves. You must know who belongs in your circle for this new season and who is only meant to remain in your past. Chosen one, endless riches are not a single moment of arrival. They are a state of constant flow. This means your wealth will not be tied to one job, one client, or one opportunity. It will come from multiple streams, some expected, others completely surprising. You will no longer be in a position where one closed door threatens your stability. Your abundance will be like a river that cannot be dammed. Even if one route is blocked, it will find another path to reach you. And with this new financial power will come the responsibility to dream bigger than you've ever dared. This is not about making your life more comfortable, it's about making your purpose more impactful. You will fund visions that seemed impossible. You will open doors for others that were once locked to you. You will become the answer to prayers that people have whispered in private. That is the true measure of wealth, not just what it buys for you, but what it unlocks for others. The transition you are stepping into will also heal old wounds. For years, you may have felt the sting of being underestimated, of not being given a chance because of what you didn't have. Now, when people look at you, they will see the proof of what determination and divine favor can create. And this recognition will not be for vanity. It will be a platform to tell your story, to inspire others to rise from their own empty pockets into their version of endless riches. Soon, the limitations that once surrounded you will feel like a distant memory. You will stand in places you once dreamed of, holding in your hands the very abundance you prayed for. And when you do, you will remember that none of it was an accident. Every struggle, every delay, every no you heard was a step toward this yes. And now that yes is unfolding before your eyes, chosen one, there will come a moment when the shift becomes undeniable. When you realize you are no longer fighting for scraps, but deciding how to direct the flow of abundance coming toward you. That moment is closer than you think. The signs are already appearing. Unexpected opportunities, unusual favor, doors opening without you knocking, people suddenly recognizing your value without you having to explain it. This is not coincidence. This is the manifestation of every seed you've sown in faith, even when it felt like nothing was growing. The truth is, wealth was never far from you. It was simply waiting for you to become the version of yourself that could hold it. Abundance is not just about resources, it's about capacity. And your capacity has been expanding quietly, forged in moments of endurance, shaped by lessons only the fire could teach. Now your spirit is strong enough, your vision is clear enough, and your hands are steady enough to carry endless riches without them slipping away. Do not forget that the same persistence that got you through empty pockets will be the same persistence that protects your wealth. This abundance is not a one-time windfall, it's a new way of living. You will operate in a cycle where what you give returns multiplied, where what you invest grows in ways beyond logic, and where loss cannot shake your foundation because your source is not the market, the economy, or any single person. Your source is divine, and divine supply never runs dry. As you rise, you will begin to notice that life no longer feels like a chase. You are not scrambling to keep up. Instead, things and people are moving toward you. Clients will seek you out. Partnerships will request your presence. Investments will present themselves to you. This is the magnetic field of someone who has stepped into alignment with abundance. You are no longer the hunter, you are the beacon. But here is the part many people overlook. With endless riches comes endless choice. And choice is power. You will have the power to shape your days according to your vision. You will decide where you live, how you work, who you spend time with, and what causes you champion. You will no longer be bound by have to, but guided by want to and meant to. And that is the truest form of freedom wealth can give, not just the ability to buy, but the ability to choose. The world around you may not yet see the full picture, but you can already feel it. The weight you once carried is lifting. The anxiety that used to hover over your thoughts is fading. Your decisions feel clearer, your energy feels lighter, and your focus is sharper. You are not in the season of guessing anymore. You are in the season of knowing. And when you know that endless riches are yours, you stop begging for blessings and start walking like someone who already owns them. Chosen one, every sacrifice, every moment of restraint, every time you chose faith over fear, it was all building to this. You will not need to announce your breakthrough. It will be visible in your peace, your posture, your generosity, and your results. And the most beautiful part? This is still just the beginning. The shift from empty pockets to endless riches is not a finish line. It's the opening of a lifetime of expansion. Chosen one, the story that once defined you is no longer the story you are living. You are not the person with empty pockets, counting coins, calculating how to survive another week. You are the one who carries the energy of overflow, who looks at opportunities and asks, "How big can I build this?" Instead of "Can I afford this?" Your mindset has shifted from scarcity to expansion, from desperation to creation, and that change is the foundation upon which every blessing now rests. The beauty of this transformation is that it is irreversible. Once you've learned how to turn nothing into something, no circumstance can ever convince you that you are powerless again. You've walked through the fire and discovered not only that you could survive, but that you could emerge stronger, richer in spirit, and ready for more. That readiness is the reason the floodgates have opened. Endless riches are not stumbling into your life by accident. They are arriving because you have proven that you will use them with wisdom and purpose. From this point forward, you will notice that your life is not just improving, it is multiplying. Money will arrive from multiple directions, and with it will come influence, freedom, and the ability to shape your reality on your terms. You will travel where you choose, invest in what you believe in, and create opportunities that change the lives of others. And in doing so, you will leave a legacy that outlives you. But perhaps the greatest wealth you now possess is the peace that comes from knowing you are in divine alignment. You no longer panic over provision because you understand that the same source that carried you through lack will sustain you in abundance. You are not clinging to wealth with fear. You are holding it with gratitude, allowing it to flow through you to bless others while still increasing in your own life. Chosen one, this journey was never just about money. It was about transformation. It was about becoming the kind of person who could receive without losing themselves, who could give without becoming empty, who could lead without becoming arrogant. and you have become that person. That is why your days of scarcity are over. That is why the future before you is wide open and filled with more than you ever thought possible. One day soon, you will look back and smile at the memory of your empty pockets. You will remember the sleepless nights, the tight budgets, the quiet prayers whispered into the dark. And you will know that none of it was wasted. Every trial was a step toward this abundance. Every no was a setup for a better yes. Every delay was the perfect timing in disguise. Now you walk with a new posture, not one of chasing, but of attracting. Not one of wishing, but of manifesting. You are living proof that the distance between empty pockets and endless riches is not measured in luck, but in faith, persistence, and divine timing. And as you step into the next chapter, remember this: your story is no longer about surviving. It's about thriving, building, expanding, and creating a future so full that those who come after you will never have to start from nothing. The era of lack is behind you. The era of endless riches has begun. And this time, you're not just a participant, you're the architect. Chosen one, now that you have stepped into this new realm, understand that endless riches are not a single peak you reach. They are an ongoing rhythm you live in. Every day from here forward has the potential to bring a new stream, a new idea, a new blessing. The same way lack once seemed to follow you everywhere, now abundance will do the same. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time, again and again, almost as if the universe itself has conspired to keep you in overflow. There is a shift in your energy that others can feel without you speaking. People will sense stability and opportunity around you. They will see you as a safe harbor, a source of wisdom, and a gateway to possibilities. The very energy of your presence will attract not just money, but the kind of relationships and connections that multiply it. You are no longer in a place where you need to convince anyone of your worth. Your life will speak for itself. But here is where your greatest power lies. You will no longer operate from the mindset of "I need to hold on to everything or I might lose it." Instead, you will operate with the deep knowing that what you give will return in greater measure. This is the paradox of true wealth. The more you allow it to flow, the more it grows. And you, chosen one, are now in the perfect position to be a river, not a reservoir. Expect to see your ideas move faster now. Expect projects to find funding effortlessly. Expect people to call you with opportunities you didn't even know existed. Expect your influence to spread beyond your immediate circle, reaching people you've never met. Because your abundance is no longer just about you. It's a ripple effect. Every blessing you receive will have the power to set off a chain reaction in the lives of others. And as you walk in this reality, remember to honor the path that brought you here. Remember the discipline of the lean seasons. Remember the humility of the waiting. Remember the quiet moments when you could have given up but didn't. Those memories are not weights to carry. They are anchors that keep you grounded, no matter how high you rise. Chosen one, from empty pockets to endless riches, was never just a catchy phrase. It was a prophecy over your life. It has unfolded before your eyes, and now you are living proof that transformation is not just possible. It is inevitable for the one who refuses to quit. You have shifted from being the one in need to being the one who meets needs. From hoping for help to becoming the help. From waiting for blessings to becoming the source of them. And the most powerful truth of all, this is not the end of your expansion. What you see now as endless riches will one day feel like the starting point for an even greater era. Because the moment you step into alignment, there are no limits, only layers of abundance waiting to be uncovered. So walk forward boldly, chosen one. The days of lack are long gone. The floodgates are open. The river is flowing. And you are standing in the center of it all, not drowning, but thriving, steering the current toward a future you once only dreamed of. The prophecy has been fulfilled, and the story continues. Chosen one, you have crossed a line you can never uncross. You have left behind the realm of scraping by, of wondering if tomorrow will be enough, of living with the constant weight of uncertainty. Now, you move in a space where opportunity meets you before you even knock, where provision shows up before you even ask, where ideas turn into income before they've fully left your lips. This is the reality of endless riches, not just having, but attracting. The air you breathe now is different. You are no longer taking short breaths of survival. You are breathing deeply in the atmosphere of freedom. Every morning feels like an open field, not a narrow hallway. The limitations that once dictated your decisions have dissolved, and what remains is possibility in its purest form. You have not only been blessed with resources, you have been blessed with options, and that is a power few truly understand until they have lived without it. What's coming next for you is expansion beyond your imagination. Your wealth will evolve from personal security into generational impact. It will flow into ventures that create jobs, into ideas that shift industries, into causes that heal communities. You will find joy not just in what you acquire, but in what you release into the world. And in this, you will experience the richest form of abundance, one that changes lives you may never even meet. Understand this. The journey from empty pockets to endless riches was a transformation of identity. You no longer think like someone waiting for permission. You act like someone who knows they are the permission. You have stepped out of the shadows of doubt into the light of absolute certainty. That certainty is magnetic. It draws people, opportunities, and resources into your orbit effortlessly. And here's the truth most will never know. The moment you stopped chasing money and started embodying abundance, the game changed forever. Money no longer controls your emotions, it simply responds to your energy. You are the architect now, not the applicant. You are the one who writes the checks, not the one who waits for them. Chosen one, the story the world will tell about you is not they got lucky. It will be they rose from nothing, and they never stopped rising. You have become living proof that no amount of lack can erase a destiny written in overflow. And as you continue forward, each step will be another declaration that you are not here just to survive in this world. You are here to shape it. The pockets are no longer empty. The vault is open. The flow is endless. And you are just getting started.